of Atlanta, Georgia environmental organization. It's interesting listening to these figures that you can't really comprehend and thinking about how you turn off the faucet while you brush your teeth and you install the low-flow shower head. And yet here, you know, we're talking about a mind-boggling water hog. And I want to tell you why this plant is not even needed and what that has to do with this water permit. The Legal Code of Georgia empowers the director of the EPD, which is Dr. Jackson, who's in quite a broad position, I would think, with Georgia Power wanting a water permit. And the code is the OCGA, that stands for the Official Code of Georgia. And it's section 12-5-31 subpart G. And it says the division, which is the EPDs, shall take into consideration the extent to which any withdrawals, diversions, or impoundments are reasonably necessary, in the judgment of the director, Dr. Jackson, to meet the applicant's Georgia Power, Southern Nuclear, Southern Company needs, and shall grant a permit which shall meet those reasonable needs. And it goes on. If you find it reasonable, you still have to weigh the impacts, the cumulative impacts, the comprehensive. We're talking about a plant that would like to run for 60 years, drawing these incomprehensible amounts of water every day. Well, last summer we got involved down at the Public Service Commission with an economic expert who took, it's brilliant, it's so simple, he took 10 years of Georgia Power annual reports. In these annual reports are mind-boggling figures of people served and kilowatts created and revenue and profit. I don't remember how much water they said they were using. Maybe they don't choose to report that. But the interesting items are that over the last 10 years, Georgia Power sales have been flat. And over the last 3 years, 2010 to 2013, they have gone down every single year. Now this is to every business and every customer that gets a Georgia Power bill, but this is also the market that's sold to Florida and sold to Texas and sold to Alabama, the wholesale market, down. In fact, UBS downgraded Southern Company's stock this week and advised people to sell it. Now you want to match this with another figure, which is how much of Georgia Power's existing capacity does it use. Well, last year it was 54%. This year it's 50, in 2013 it was 55%. Now this means close to half of the power that Georgia Power already has isn't even being used. And so you must find that Vogtle 3 and 4 are not needed and therefore do not need a permit. Now in our community we had some discussions because, you know, a lot of us are lay people. We have a couple of experts, and down here in the weeds and the grassroots, not as many, because most of them are in Washington, D.C. and stuff, you know. But, you know, the Public Service Commission has a piece of this, and the Nuclear Regulatory Commission has a piece of this. Well, the Public Service Commission okayed for Georgia Power to build these 2 reactors in 2009. And Georgia Power said, we're going to be needing 4% more power every single year. But I just told you, Georgia Power's own figures, this is not happening. It has not happened. So let's give the PSC a break. You know, they got a lot, man. They got gas, they got phones, they got every power company, and it blows my mind. They are human. You know, we're vulnerable, y'all. So we still got to get them to get this. But the EPD is balancing the power of the Public Service Commission, and you are in the here and now, and we do know this now, and we have to bring the PSC around. They are also empowered to decertify an unneeded plant. But here and now today, the law requires you to look at the necessity of it. And so, for your consideration, I meant to give it to you first so you could follow along. Here, I wrote something up about it. I so appreciate what I'm hearing here today. I so appreciate the knowledge and love people have for this river. There's studies they've done to understand so many things about this river and what we need it for and how it flows and how we use it. And here we are today. We can stand up. We can save this river. We can save the future. And we can save our tax dollars. $6.5 billion were given to Southern Company for free. This money has not all flowed yet, y'all. We can stem the tide of this. And so you are the man, and I appreciate your hearing my comments tonight. Thank you.